The perfect lie. Ethan Cole had always believed he could outsmart everyone. At 38, he was a successful real estate executive, tall, sharp-suited, and used to control. His wife, Emily, was gentle, loyal, and brilliant. She managed a small interior design business and had stood by him through his toughest years. But lately, success had changed Ethan. The late nights, the parties, the attention from younger women, all fed his ego. And then came Vanessa, a 25-year-old event planner with a smile that could melt walls. She made him feel young again. Wanted. And Ethan convinced himself that what he was doing wasn't really wrong. It's just a little fun, he'd say. Emily doesn't need to know. But Emily knew more than he thought. She'd noticed the late replies, the perfume on his shirts, the way he flinched when she mentioned trust. Still, Emily stayed silent, watching, waiting. Because deep down, she loved him too much to destroy him, yet. One Friday evening, Ethan planned the perfect escape. A business trip in Chicago, he told Emily. But instead, he booked the Grand Sterling Hotel, one of LA's most exclusive 5-star resorts, for him and Vanessa. The suite cost over $3,000 a night, complete with a rooftop jacuzzi and champagne service. When they arrived, Vanessa twirled under the chandelier light. "You really know how to treat a girl," she said. Ethan chuckled, hiding his guilt behind a smirk. "You deserve the best." The receptionist smiled warmly. "Good evening, Mr. Cole. You're in suite 1207. And, congratulations." Ethan frowned. "Congratulations?" "Yes, sir," the man said. "You must be so proud of your wife's success." Ethan's stomach tightened. "What do you mean?" "Mrs. Emily Cole, she's the new owner of the Grand Sterling." The color drained from his face. It couldn't be. Emily? Owning this place? She didn't have that kind of money. His fingers trembled as he accepted the key card. Vanessa laughed, unaware of his panic. "What's wrong, babe? You look like you've seen a ghost." He forced a smile. "Nothing. Just tired." But as they stepped into the elevator, Ethan's thoughts raced. Emily had said nothing about this. No mention of an investment. No clue. Something was terribly wrong. Or terribly right. Upstairs, while Vanessa poured champagne, Ethan paced the room. He texted Emily. "Ethan, hey, just checking in. How's your evening?" Emily, "Wonderful. About to attend an important event." "You?" Ethan, "Just another boring meeting." He didn't know that Emily was replying from the same hotel lobby below. The unveiling. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the window as Vanessa slept. Ethan slipped out of bed and opened his laptop. He searched for Grand Sterling Hotel ownership news. And there it was. A press release. Local entrepreneur and interior designer Emily Cole acquires 100% ownership of Grand Sterling Hotel in a surprise business expansion. His chest tightened. His wife had become a millionaire overnight. How? He stared at the screen in disbelief. Then, the suite phone rang. "Mr. Cole, the owner has requested your presence in the Crystal Ballroom." His knees weakened. "The owner?" "Yes, Mrs. Cole. She said she has something important to show you." Vanessa stretched behind him. "What's going on?" Ethan stammered, "Just, business." He buttoned his shirt and took the elevator down, every second feeling like a countdown to disaster. When the doors opened, camera flashes hit his face. Reporters. Guests. Staff. All gathered for a grand announcement. Emily stood at the podium, radiant in a white suit, smiling like a woman reborn. "This hotel represents not just luxury," she began, "but trust, and hard work. It's a new beginning, for me, and for everyone who's ever been betrayed but chose to rebuild stronger. Her eyes locked on Ethan. The crowd applauded, oblivious. He froze in place, heart pounding. Then Emily gestured toward him. And today, I'd like to thank someone who taught me the hardest, yet most valuable lesson of my life, that love without respect is just illusion. Everyone turned to look. Ethan's mouth went dry. Vanessa, watching from the balcony, gasped. Emily smiled coldly. Ladies and gentlemen, my husband, Ethan Cole. The room fell silent. The secret was out. Ethan stumbled forward. Emily, please, not here. Why not? She whispered. You didn't mind being public when you brought her here. Tears glistened in her eyes, but her voice stayed strong. While you were spending nights with someone else, I was working, turning my pain into purpose. I partnered with investors, took risks, built something real. And now, I own the place you tried to hide your lies in. Ethan knelt, ashamed. Emily, I'm sorry. I messed up. Please, I love you. She looked down at him, a man who once thought he had everything. No, Ethan. You loved yourself. And I finally love me. Security approached quietly. Emily raised a hand. No. Let him go. Let him see what it feels like to walk out of something he can never own again. Ethan turned, tears burning his eyes, as cameras clicked around him. Vanessa slipped away through the back door, her smile gone. That night, Ethan drove aimlessly through the city, realizing he'd lost everything, his wife, his home, his dignity. But Emily? She stood on the hotel balcony, the wind in her hair, whispering softly to herself. Sometimes, kindness isn't staying. It's letting go. Weeks later, Emily launched a charity program through the hotel, funding shelters for single women rebuilding their lives after betrayal and hardship. Her story went viral, titled, "The Woman Who Bought the Hotel Where Her Husband Cheated." And Ethan? He started working at a small firm, trying to make peace with his guilt. One day, he received a letter from Emily. I forgave you, not because you deserved it, but because I needed peace. May you find yours too. He stared at it for a long time, and for the first time in years, he cried. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Kindness Chronicles, where every story reminds us that kindness, courage, and truth can change lives.